Well, hey everybody, welcome to Dirt Guy Drive Time. My name is Steve Brown. I am the Dirt Guy, and today is October 16th, 2019. I am on my way home from work, as usual, here to share whatever my innermost thoughts are whilst increasing the warmth in my truck. It's really cold in here right now. I don't even know what that's about. So anyway, let's see. Hey, first of all, thanks to everybody who participated in the creation, evolution, who gives a rip discussion from yesterday's video. I know I threw a lot of information out there. I know some of the concepts were abstract, maybe even overly philosophical, but the germane point, I just want to clarify because I don't think I did this so great yesterday. The germane point, the main point, the significant factor for you to conserve is this. Believe the way you're going to believe. Shruggy just fainted. Shruggy? Shruggy fainted. Believe how you're going to believe, but live and let live. Let the others believe the way they're going to believe as well. I think that's where I really wanted to go. But come the end of the day, if it's one way or if it's the other way, what does that mean to you? I mean, why does it matter if God created the heavens and the earth in exactly 6 calendar days, or if a bolt of lightning hit some primordial soup and we made lemonade? I mean, why do you care so much? It's a question. How you answer that question, in my opinion, should determine how you conduct yourself here on this planet, frankly. I think ultimately, some fate, some cosmic force, God, some divine influence, some kind of way made all this happen. And if you believe that, I'm just saying, I'm not preaching right now. If you believe that, that means you have a purpose here on this planet, right? You're put here for a reason. It was, you were selected to be here right now. And so what's that about? Is it to chase girls or something? If that's your thing, I guess go for it. I ain't going to judge. But, or is there something more grand, a way to invest in other people's lives, to benefit the quality of their lives? And in hopes that whatever divine purpose there is in humanity, even existing, nature for that matter, that there's some reasoning that continues on beyond ourselves. Anyway, heavily philosophical, I know, but come the end of the day, why can't we all just get along? If you believe in the biblical account, believe in it, go for it, but live according to it. If you believe in the evolutionary account, boom, believe in it, go for it. Come the end of the day though, birth, school, work, death. You were still born, you're still gonna die. How do you conduct yourself in between those two events, I think is what really matters. So there's that. Anyway, speaking of purpose and why are we here, actually that's a terrible segue for where I'm going right now. It's a terrible segue. I don't mean to be terrible at it. I am. Changing lanes. Lane change accomplished. So an interesting work day today. Well, actually, work day started last night. On my way home from work. As some of you know from watching the videos, that I have been struggling with a chain of command problem lately, where somebody that does not have the information, the entire database of information they need to have to be making some decisions relative to my job. And yet this person has bounced in a couple of times to be the white knight and save everybody from sin and hell or whatever. And it's just gone badly because they don't know the history. They don't know the background. Apparently they don't trust me. That's fine, whatever. I was disgruntled about it. But I was toying with it. Why am I disgruntled? What do I care? This person owns the company. Do whatever the hell you want. It's your company. Why do I care? Man, I think I care because it's kind of my thing. I'm a professional. I'm being paid to do a job, and I'm doing it, and you're stepping on me, bro. And it all pays the same, but I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. Maybe it's pride. I don't know. Maybe I'm arrogant. What you doing? What you doing messing with my job, Willis? Something like that. I don't know. So, I was disgruntled about it, and I'm on the way home from work, and I'm disgruntled. I get home. I do the DL with Cindy Brown, the queen of everything, my wife, and it didn't get better. Normally when I do my video, download with Cindy, things can get better. And it didn't. And finally, after about, 4 beers, I picked up my phone, I texted the Super Duper General Superintendent, who was out sick yesterday. I said, hey, when you feel better, and you got some time, can you come by the job site? And I didn't hear from him. He was sick, so that's cool. I'm not offended. This morning, about 9 o'clock, he rolls onto the job site. Boom. And after a little pleasantry chit-chat, kind of thing, he stands at my office door and says, all right, I'm here. Well, I guess we're going to talk. I invited you. It was after 4 beers, bro. So I said, why don't you close my door and have a seat? So he closed the door and had a seat. And I explained to him how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I'm being stepped on. I acknowledge the chain of command and their importance and my role in that. I acknowledge that freely. But you trained me to do this job a certain way, and I'm doing it, and that person never stepped on you like he's stepping on me. What is the deal? You told me you were going to tell him to back off. Apparently, he has got such a terrible thing going with the rest of the company. He needs to concentrate on that, not be sticking his toe in my pool, for crying out loud. I'm disgruntled by it. Anyway, being a good General Super Duper Intendant, he explained some things to me, gave me a little background on some stuff, kind of coddled me a little bit, and stroked my narcissism a little bit. And come the end of the conversation, I was feeling better about the deal. Actually, I was feeling better about it. I'm like, all right. Because I work out here alone, man. It's like I am the top dog. I hardly communicate with the office anymore. And so there's all this autonomy, which is kind of cool, but I kind of like some help from the folks at home, if you understand what I mean. So anyway. So that was part 1 of the conversation. Part 2 was this. Hey, Steve. Yes, sir? Do you think you could effectively continue to run this job and supervise the Lancaster and the Chino jobs? Excuse me. What are you asking me, boss? Well, here's the deal. He's going to be all tied up way south of us. There's some stuff that's got to happen. And he's not going to be able to support these other 2 jobs and my job. So what he's asking me is if I can be the lead superintendent on my job as I am now, and also the general superintendent for 2 other jobs. People, if I wanted to be responsible for other people, I'd still be a contractor. I wanted to be a superintendent on a job, make it happen, go home, Bob's your uncle. Oh no. I ended up with a staff on this job, and now I'm going to be responsible for 2 superintendents and 2 assistant superintendents on 2 more hotels. The thing is, I am still on my first hotels I've ever built. Crap! So that didn't sound good to me, to be honest with you. It didn't sound so great. But then it was like, and then of course we need to break you away from here for a day, send you down to the office so you can work out a new deal with the bosses. By new deal, you feel me, baby? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So and suddenly that's better news. I'm like, whoa, speaking my lingo, más dinero para mí, boom. I'm looking forward to it. So it's like, yay! And then the realization back to boo occurred. Right now, I run this job effectively, mostly effectively. I drive home from work, I do video stuff, and I try to squeeze in some semblance of a relationship with my wife, who's very patient with me. So my schedule's pretty tight right now. Like even right now, it's Wednesday, I'm driving home, I'm gonna get home, DL with the wife, and go out into the hobby room and shoot the opening and closing bumpers for tomorrow's video that goes out at 6 a.m. And I'm behind on that because I had to work Saturday, and I also had a Model Railroader Video Plus video to finish and put out to meet a deadline. So all that to say, the schedule's very tight. But to effectively do what he's asking me to do, I will have to spend more time working. I'll have to spend more hours. So now there's the tension. What am I supposed to do with that? I take the money because we need the money, and then what gives? I can't take any more time away from Cindy. I didn't marry her just to have a roommate that I checked in with when I got home. I like being with her and hanging out with her. She needs my help with some stuff, and I don't do that really great because I never have time to do anything because I'm so busy. It's my own fault. I bite off more than I can chew. So I don't know. Perhaps that won't happen. The whole take on more responsibility thing. Perhaps it's just an idea's kicking around. So before Cindy does. Actually, Cindy will know by the time you see this, but I haven't even told her this yet because we need to talk about it. But there is some divine something, I believe, in the mix. Some super being, something out there, the Great Spirit that selected me for entry into this world at this point in time. And in spite of myself, in spite of all the crap and the junk I've done, has seen fit to help nudge me into the place I am right now. And so I really need to, I'm past halfway point with my life at this point, I believe. So I really need to be paying attention to where do I go from here? What is important? What am I going to invest my time in to achieve whatever the overriding goal is for the Great Spirit putting me on this planet in front of you right now. So anyway, that's kind of where all that is. I almost sound like I'm tired. I'm not. I'm just processing, I guess, right now. So anyway, listen, that's where I'm at. That's the thing. That's the drive. I've been holding this coffee. I haven't taken a drink. Watch this. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll find Shruggy. I hope he didn't just commit suicide or something. I don't know where he went. Anyway, tomorrow is Thursday, date night, and so you'll be getting the pre-date night report on my way home from work. And until then, my name is Steve Brown, and drink more coffee, baby.